Why did Ireland's population collapse after the Great Famine? Imagine a country where millions of lives are suddenly changed forever. That's what happened in Ireland during the years after the Great Famine. The famine struck between 1845 and 1852, and it left a deep mark on Irish history. Before the famine, Ireland had about 8.5 million people living there. But by the 1850s, that number had dropped to around 6.6 million. And the decline didn't stop there. Over the next few decades, Ireland's population continued to fall, and by the 1920s, it was less than half of what it once was. So, why did so many people leave or die? The main reason was a combination of death and emigration. During the famine years, about 1 million people died. Most of those deaths came from starvation and diseases like typhus and cholera, which spread rapidly because of poor living conditions and lack of food. Many of the survivors were left very weak, and some died later from illnesses that took hold during the famine. At the same time, more than 1 million Irish people decided to leave the country altogether. They wanted to escape the hunger and hardship. Most traveled to the United States, where they hoped for a better life. Others moved to Canada, Australia, and other parts of the world. The journey was often dangerous, and many died along the way. Once they arrived abroad, most of these emigrants never returned. Their families often followed years later, creating a large Irish diaspora. Another reason for the population drop was a long-term decline in birth rates. After the famine, families became smaller. Many young adults had died or emigrated, so fewer children were born. Life remained difficult for those who stayed behind. Poverty, poor health, and limited job opportunities made it hard for families to grow. The famine also changed how land was used and who lived on it. Many small farms disappeared because landlords evicted tenants who couldn't pay rent. This pushed even more people off the land and into towns or onto ships heading abroad. The rural way of life that had supported big families for generations was broken. Today, you can still see the effects of the famine all across Ireland. Many villages are smaller or have vanished completely. The landscape is dotted with abandoned homes and fields that once fed entire communities. The stories of those hard times are kept alive in local museums and memorials. They reminded us why so many Irish people live outside Ireland and why some rural areas are less populated. In short, Ireland's population fell sharply after the Great Famine because many people died from hunger and disease, many left to find better lives elsewhere, and fewer children were born in the years that followed. This period changed Ireland's towns, its countryside, and its culture in ways that are still visible today.